Welcome to La Vida Rosa. I'm your host Pinky, and today we're going to be talking about Married at First Sight. Where are they now? So if you'd like to see more, and if you're tired of Matt, then just stay tuned. Don't forget to check out my website, lavidarosastyle.com, where you can find cute accessories like the ones I'm wearing right now. The link is down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, y'all, so I just got done watching the Where Are They Now special, I guess is what you want to call it. I'm not going to talk about every single couple because I feel like that's pointless. It was good to see the couples that I've watched in the past. It was good to see all those couples that were successful. But I'm only going to talk about 3 couples, 2 which are really just situations now. But let's just go ahead and get started. I wanted to touch on this whole Molly and John and Dr. Jessica situation. I believe it was season 6, and I watched this season of Married at First Sight. I saw how Molly and John were in a relationship. Molly was no angel, okay? Molly was very rude and nasty towards John. She made it very clear that she was not attracted to him, and she treated him like she wasn't attracted to him. I don't feel like she gave their relationship a fair chance. And so it really came at no surprise that they got a divorce because, I mean, clearly they just were not compatible. But I remember a while ago hearing that him and Dr. Jessica entered into a relationship and they are now engaged. And Dr. Jessica was one of the experts that helped to pair Molly and John together. And she also was one that was quote unquote counseling them through their marriage. Obviously, this situation gets a major side eye because it's like, well, was this your plan all along? So there was a point in the show where Dr. Jessica really scolded, for lack of a better word, she scolded Molly for how she was acting in their relationship. And at the time it seemed justified because, you know, I think everyone who was watching felt the same way as her. But when you look back on the clip, and I'm just going to insert the clip right here.
Yeah, you know what? He could tell what happened, except every time I've asked you something, you sugarcoat events and talk about things as if they didn't happen in that way. I asked you about the fight in Florida. It was nothing like that. Nothing like that. So I understand you don't like my honesty, but I don't like your lies.
She was very biased. And as a counselor, therapist, whatever you want to call it, you are not supposed to be biased. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the neutral party and, you know what I'm saying, like kind of like hold up a mirror to the situation. But she was downright, you know, I've never seen an expert get on to anybody the way she did. Like, she shut Molly all the way down. And like I said, we were all rooting and cheering and yes, at the time, but it was truly unprofessional, and honestly it was unethical looking back on it, and even more so unethical looking at how they are together now. Like, this has always been sort of a janky situation to me, but just to look back on that, when they showed that clip, I was just like, seriously, like, this whole time, how do we know this whole time Dr. Jessica was not scheming and plotting to take him this whole entire time? Because it was just like she was trying to tell Molly, look, this is a good man, you know what I'm saying? How dare you treat him like this and all. Is that because you want him? Now, I'm not saying John was no bad man. I'm sure he is a good man. And maybe they have a healthy relationship. But how do we know it's not no manipulation in there? The world may never know. I wish them the best. I'm gonna end talking about them right there. Okay, so next I'm gonna move on to Shanice and Jeff. Their season, I believe, was also season 6, and that was another situation where it was like, I was so over Jeff that entire time. He was so resistant to Shanice. He kept calling her a stranger on their honeymoon, even though you decided to marry a stranger. The whole time during their season, I'm just like, why did you sign up for this? If you were not able to open up, if you're not able to really give your all to this process, what was the point of you signing up? He was so frustrating his season. So frustrating. And then you know, they had like a turbulent sort of season, but they ended up staying married. And then not too long after that, they got pregnant. And during her pregnancy, he got caught cheating and they ended up separating. Like, even that was turbulent. That was even more so turbulent than their marriage originally in The Experiment. Honestly, I don't know how Shanice stuck around. I don't know how they stayed through it. Apparently, she was completely over it. I guess after he cheated, I'm guessing that's when it happened. So they went through this period where they were separated and they were really going to get a divorce. They were set on it, but somehow they found their way back to each other. I'm thinking their child brought them closer, which that's not something that normally happens. Like, a lot of times people have babies to try to keep their relationships, and it does nothing but like put more pressure and stress, and it just breaks you up faster. Honestly, that's what seems to happen. But for them, they seem to have found some sort of understanding through being parents. They claim to be in a happy place, which they do really seem like they're in a happy place. They participate in Couples Couch, which is like sort of like the couples that have already participated in The Experiment and they're still together. They kind of like review the episodes each week, and I have enjoyed them on Couples Couch. Like, they're like one of my favorite couples to watch on their program. But it just threw me off that they were not wearing rings, and Jeff D said they don't wear rings to alleviate the pressure, and he wants to like actually propose to her, because you know when you get married at first sight you don't get to propose. So he wants to save up for a nice ring and propose. That's why they're not wearing rings, and they're just saying how rings don't prove commitment, and I'm just like, girl, he already cheated on you. And she was just saying how, you know, rings don't stop men from cheating, and that's true. But I'm gonna need for you to wear that ring, especially after all of what they have been through. I would need that. I would need it. I would. And I'm gonna still need for you to propose and give me a bigger ring. But you know what I'm saying? I need you to prove it. Prove it. I know you ain't supposed to prove your love, but you have done some things to lose her trust. So I just feel like you should be doing everything you can in your ability to try to win that trust back. But that's not my marriage, you know. I'm gonna let them do it the way they want to do it. The thing I do love about both of them is that they both seem to be very brutally honest and aware of their emotions. They are just honest and upfront and try to put everything on the table, and that's one thing I can admire about it. Like, they don't seem to have many secrets with each other. They just, you know, and they also, like, since it started off being put all out there, they just don't have a problem like discussing it out in the open, I guess. So I can appreciate them for that. I can. I'm excited to see where they go in the future, and you know, I just hope they're successful within their marriage, in their career, as being parents, all of that. I want the best for them. I really do. The last couple I want to talk about is Matt and Amber. So when we last saw Matt and Amber, if you watched that season, I believe it was season 9. If you haven't seen it, it's currently on Netflix if you want to see it, like, blah blah blah. We already know all about Matt and Amber's situation and how turbulent that was, how absent he was as a husband. Seems like he signed up simply to be on TV. You signed up to marry someone to get a little fame, a little clout. Who does that? Matt definitely was not a fan favorite. In fact, he was the exact opposite. He is in a group of people, you know, there's Matt, there's Luke, there's Zach and Michael and Brandon. You know what I'm saying? There's some few more. Nate, we could throw him in there. There are a few people from Married at First Sight history that were completely not fit to be spouses. So when they first came out, it's just like, what am I looking at here? Matt came out with Austin from last season's hair and an all black turtleneck outfit. They ended up watching their clips, and it was so cringy to watch because it was so clear from the very beginning that Matt was not interested in Amber. The biggest problem they're facing right now, it's like, why are they facing any problems? They shouldn't even be married at this point, right? Matt will not sign separation papers. She sent him separation papers 3 separate times. She's texted him. She's done everything she can to communicate with this man. He refuses to sign them. He claims he's been out of the country, but she has seen him around town for the past few months. So apparently you are here and you received them. Why will you not sign them? And honestly, I feel like this is the only reason why Amber showed up for this program. She brought the papers with her and she brought a notary. She wanted him to sign them right then and there on camera. Like, you don't have nowhere else to go. You cannot run. It's like one of them shows where they send out like these people to go find someone so they can get served on camera and they get caught up. That's exactly what this was. And still he refused. He will not sign these papers. He claims he wants to have his lawyer look over them. Amber says, look, I don't want anything from you. They just simply said I don't want to be married to you no more. Let me go. Let me be free. He claims he will not sign divorce papers or get divorced on reality TV, but yet you married a stranger on reality TV? Yeah, what sense does that make? And if you would have signed them before, you could have been had a lawyer look over them. What I don't understand is for someone who did not want to be married to their spouse, for someone who regretted doing this, that's what he said after decision day. You regret doing this. Why won't you go ahead and get separated and divorced from this woman? You don't want to be with her. You said that is not the reason why you're not signing them. What is the reason? And what I need for y'all to tell me down below, if you have any sort of knowledge of the law of divorces, of what's going on with this situation, I need to know what sort of stunt or scam Matt is trying to pull by not signing these papers. Is he getting anything out of this? Is there any sort of way he can, like, you know, try to finagle something out of this situation, whether it's financial or just something else? Like, is he just strictly just trying to expand his 15 minutes? I need for y'all to tell me, why is he not signing these papers? It doesn't make any sense. Amber thinks he's trying to wield his power over her life and he just wants to, you know, just hold something over her for the last time. That could be it too, but I feel like there's more to this situation. I just don't have the knowledge. I just don't know. Can somebody tell me? Because I don't know how to scam. I don't think like a scammer because I don't know how scammers think. You know what I'm saying? I need to know, is there something that he could be trying to do to benefit from this situation over Amber? Please tell me, please. So he's just so like nonchalant and nasty about this whole thing. Amber just storms out in frustration. I can't even blame her. I know she wanted to put her hands on him. I know she did. I know she did. So she just stormed out. And then he like gets up, well, if she can leave, I can leave too. And then he was like, I'm about to kick it with an IG model. Who says that? Who actually says out of their mouth, I'm about to go kick it with an IG model? Like he wants the fame of being a best NBA player. You know what I'm saying? And you did not get that. And you're not going to get it from Married at First Sight. Especially saying stuff like, I'm going to go chill with an IG model. And then at the very end, we find out Matt has still not signed these papers. Matt, sign these papers. Let Amber go. She is done. She is done with this situation. Let her move on. Let her move on. Amber, I don't know if you have any brothers. I don't know if you have any cousins. How else can you handle this at this point? What is wrong with him? So anyway, y'all, that's it for this video. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below, especially about this whole Matt and Amber situation. Y'all tell me how he's trying to get over. Let me know, because I know it's a way. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.